This is why I respect Destiny, regardless on whether I agree with him or not politically or his beliefs or the type of lifestyle he lives. This video right here is why I have a tremendous amount of respect for Destiny, because Destiny is the only dude, the only political figure in the internet that's constantly putting himself in enemy territory. You know what I'm saying? This video went viral on X.com, aka Twitter, right? Where he pretty much took on the Red Pill Avengers all by himself. I mean, he destroyed them. I mean, just look at the panel. I'm going to show you guys everybody who's on here. You got Andrew Tate, you got Tristan Tate, you got Myron Gaines, right? You got Sneeko, you got Nicholas J. Fuentez. Who else we got up in here, man? You got some guy there named Mario. Shout out, man. Represented for the Latinos. Don't know who he is. Don't know if he's represented in a good way. So whatever. Destiny went on the panel with all these dudes to do a debate, you know. And hey, listen, Destiny got some balls on him, bro. He's willing to take on 4, 5, 6 dudes at a time, bro, in a debate, man. And probably in the bedroom too, because he's one of them boys, you know. I say he get down. No judgment being passed here.
Didn't Tucker get fired for having an opinion? That when
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're gonna debate somebody like Destiny, man, and you start a statement with "didn't," you're done. I mean, you're finished.
Outside of the narrative,
no, Tucker got fired because he almost cost Fox News $1 billion for lying on air. It's funny that you defend the fact that he had an original opinion. What you're actually defending is misinformation and lies, which is supposed to be something you guys are against, I thought.
Listen, man, the Broskee only left or right. I stay in the middle, right? Because when you're in the middle, man, you get to enjoy these conversations from both sides, right? For example, I mean, again, Destiny, he's a wild boy, right? But I mean, everybody's a wild boy in this fucking chat. Everybody's an extremist here. They're extremely on the left or extremely on the right. But that was actually pretty funny, man, because the whole Tucker Carlson situation, man, was a little tricky one. You know, the people that rocked with him, obviously, they didn't want to believe all that. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, the facts is the facts. You feel me?
Which opinion was this? That's not what I heard. Tell me, please.
The Fox News, the Dominion lawsuit. There were texts that were leaked from him where he admitted that he was lying on air about claims that Sidney Powell had made to him, and he was tired of lying to his audience about things about the Dominion voting machines being rigged.
Well, I don't know. That's
you don't know anything. You don't read media. That's why you're out here saying things like they get marching orders from everybody. You don't know how any of these media companies are structured. You don't know where the teams get their information from. People that work.
I don't know who Brian is, but he had the crying emoji there. Like, got him.
American media are the most like social media hungry people in the universe. You think that all these people in all these networks across all these countries are getting fed the same marching orders and nobody's leaked anything, nobody's complained about anything, nobody's said anything? And why do we think that mainstream media is any more insulated from these problems than alternative media is? You guys will make fun of the marching orders from mainstream media, but I bet every single alternative media guy in here is anti-vax, thinks COVID came from a bioweapons lab, thinks that Russia has a right to invade Ukraine, thinks that all the charges against Donald Trump are made up, thinks that we shouldn't be supporting Israel. Like, you guys have literally copy-pasted the same opinions between every single one of you, and you guys are talking like an army of NPCs about how the mainstream media gives you like fabricated opinions. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Bro, he's giving them heat. Brian responded with 100 emoji. Listen, man, the people on the left and the people on the right, they all do the same things, man. Whatever their belief is, bro, they don't care what's the source, where it comes from. They just repeat the same shit over and over and over again, man. At the end of the day, bro, everybody's an NPC. Whether you're at the left or the right, they're all pushing their own narrative, man. And a lot of the times, it's not fact-based. On the left and the right, everybody's lying is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why I stay the fuck away from politics, bro, because it's a dirty, dirty, dirty game. Hey, nobody's 100% honest.
Yes, we do all think the truth. That is...
Oh, crazy. You have perspective there, huh? But when you all think the same thing, it's not a conspiracy, but when the mainstream media does, it is a conspiracy. Crazy how that works.
Points of view.
Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, guys. Get it together, man. Let each other speak, man. I didn't understand one word that was said right there.
I just said that different state-sponsored broadcasters would have conflicting.
But they don't. Do you watch any media? Have you followed any media? They don't.
Of course. If you watch
when you're reporting on international media, the stories are more or less the same.
Segment and a BBC segment, they often directly conflict.
No, very rarely. On the facts, no. Maybe if you're watching a pundit or you're reading op-eds, they will. But if you have any amount of media literacy, a really great example that works against your Israel stuff, by the way, was the reporting of that Al-Alassi hospital bombing, where everybody was saying that Israel bombed that parking lot. Every single mainstream media outlet in the world ran with that story for 2 days. I mean, how did that work if Israel controls the media? Or how does that work if they all give conflicting accounts and reports? It's because they don't. It's because everybody relies on, like, people that are reporting on the ground. It goes through their media teams. They publish what they think is right. Sometimes people fuck up. There doesn't have to be a top-down conspiracy to explain why.
They changed the headlines very quickly, Destiny.
After more information came out. Yes, sir. That's how it works.
When fake news came out.
This is so naive. There have been so many lies specifically about wars. It's insane that you would even bring that up. Before the 2020 election, there was a big story about how Russians were putting a bounty on the head of American soldiers in Iraq. You remember this? And they said Trump is allying with Russia, who's killing our soldiers. Then a year after, and by the way, that's after the election, they came out and said, yeah, that wasn't true. They came out and said, see, well, we source our intelligence on the ground. Some of it has a high degree of confidence and some of it has a low degree. And this one had no degree of confidence. But it took them a year to correct it after it had already served its purpose. Same thing with the Hunter Biden laptop. They totally put the lid on that one because they said, we were told it's Russian disinformation. Turned out to be authentic after the election, just like the 40 beheaded babies. 40 beheaded babies, 40 babies, and their heads are off. I can't believe it. And then they found out in December, after Israel had already invaded, after they blockaded Gaza, after everything, they said, oh, yeah, that was all fabricated. It's a complete lie. Same thing with Ukraine. I remember when we debated, they said Russia blew up a nuclear reactor because they're trying to do another Chernobyl. Turned out that was bullshit. So those are just like off the top of my head, 5 examples about 3 different conflicts where, they reported it serves its purpose, and then they revise it.
If you look to the news, man, and you think they're going to be honest with you, especially with conflicts of war, you got to be out of your damn mind. Every country is going to put forth whatever information serves its agenda. I mean, that's just fucking common sense. This is why it's so difficult to ever really, find the truth, because even when you do, it's not a complete truth. You know what I'm saying?
A year later after they got what they wanted. And you, because you believe their alibi, because you don't understand the distinction between power and powerless, between government and people, you say, no, I think they got more information.
Destiny definitely does do that a lot, man. Whatever the mainstream says, he runs with it up until proven otherwise.
They found out that the propaganda that they created for their efficient purpose, they found out that was a lie because, these are just really earnest people like you and I trying to get it right, as opposed to very interested parties in government, finance, wherever you find it. So those are just a few examples off the top of my head. They learn more information, just like in Iraq, right?
People
They
just
learned
get
there were no
stories
weapons of
wrong.
mass
Maybe
destruction in
it's
Iraq.
possible because it happened on the other side too. How many people were saying, "Oh, there's no way that Russia's going to invade Ukraine"? That's bullshit. The U.S. intelligence must be lying because Nick said that they lie about the intel all the time. Well, guess what? That happened. Oh, well, there are no fighters in Al Shifa Hospital. That can't possibly be the case. Oh, whoops, we found CCTV footage that shows otherwise. Oh no, hydroxychloroquine is a way better drug than remdesivir. Like, oh, this is going to be the ivermectin is going to save all of us. Oh, looks like none of that was true. Oh, people get things wrong. Some people lie. Like, you have to be intelligent enough to call out fault. That wasn't even a syllogism.
That's a false syllogism.
No,
yes, it is.
All right, this dude is way too smart for me. I don't even know what a syllogism is. I don't think anybody in that chat outside of those two knows what a syllogism is. I know a syllable. I don't know syllogism. Sounds like jism, you know what I'm saying? Jism.
Listen, people get things wrong sometimes. You have to be more intelligent. You got to be more sophisticated when you go through media. And you have to understand sometimes people fuck up and they get shit wrong. Sometimes people do lie. But why the fuck would you trust people who in alternative media who are like teams of like 1 to 4 highly ideologically driven people versus entire media conglomerates that are being fact checked or have like, dozens or sometimes hundreds of workers in some of these offices?
It sounds like an argument what he's saying, but when it comes to pushing out the news, at the end of the day, man, the head of the networks decide what goes on and what doesn't. Come on, it's 2024, man. We all know how these fucking major news networks get down. Everybody has an agenda, man. Everybody has an agenda. But the argument between that guy Nicholas and Destiny, that would have been a much better conversation. You know what I'm saying? I wish everybody else would have just shut the fuck up and let them two speak, because at an intellectual level, I mean, both of them understood what syllogism was. But let me want to tell you, nobody else out there knew what that word meant. So they should have just let them two go at it. They both talk equally as fast and they both make pretty good points for their own sides. But anyways, man, yeah, bro, I found this video to be hilarious. Andrew Tate quickly shut the fuck up because this is out of my league. This motherfucker is talking about syllogisms. Yeah, I'm not on that, man. Tristan ain't even say nothing. He was a syllogism. What? What? I mean, these guys are fighters. They're dummies. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Myron Gaze was just there like, damn, what, man? I'm out of my league, man. I should just, stick to dunking on women on my podcast. Talk less, do more is an embodiment of the spirit that the Broskee carries, because around here we don't talk about it, we be about it. So if you want to help support and grow the Broskee army, the Broskee channel, the Broskee movement, go out there and get yourself a little water bottle, man. If you're out there hitting them gyms, man, get yourself a little coffee mug to remind yourself, man, stop talking so much, man, and start doing. You know what I'm saying? So if you have some goals you're trying to attack, man, and you want to attach yourself to a meaning that's going to empower you, go cop that right now, man. The link is in the description box, man. Y'all see it below, man. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and I see you next time. Peace!